substitution reaction, and reduction reaction. In that, we have completed SN1. We have completed elimination reactions. Okay. Then later on, the substitution reaction. We know that what do you mean by the substitution reaction? In substitution reaction, see, a nucleophile displaces the halide group which is present in the alkyl halide. Okay, and there is formation of new product, and halide group is eliminated from the alkyl halide as a living group. Okay, and we know that there are some typical nucleophiles are present: hydroxyl group, okay, OH minus, then alkoxy group RO minus, and cyanide ion, that is the Cl minus. Okay, and alkyl halide. These reactions are very important reactions of alkyl halide. Okay, and these alkyl halide undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions by two ways or by two type of mechanism. Okay, first one is the SN1 mechanism or SN1 reaction, and second one is the SN2 reaction. See, these two reactions are very important reactions. Okay, and these are very differentiating reactions. We can easily differentiate between these two reactions, SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay, if we understand any one type of reaction, then we can easily understand the other reaction by means of its mechanism also, as well as the energy profile diagram also. Okay, because in your syllabus the point is that nucleophilic substitution, unimolecular and bimolecular reaction with energy profile diagram. Okay, means whenever we explain the SN1 and SN2 reaction, the energy profile diagram is very important when we explain that point particularly. Okay, then see what is SN1 reaction, then example, then reaction mechanism. Okay, after reaction mechanism, see the reactions, its mechanism, then energy profile diagram, and also we have to draw the energy profile diagram. Okay, otherwise we cannot explain this particular energy profile diagram. Okay, then next one is the kinetic expression. Okay, and last then SN2 reaction. Okay, then first see SN1 reaction. See, SN1 reaction is a, it is a substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. Okay, where the rate is depends on the concentration of only one reactant. Therefore, it is known as the nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction. Okay, then see the example. Okay, hydrolysis of tertiary butyl bromide with aqueous KOH to give tertiary butanol. Okay, see this reaction. Okay, we consider the reactant as a tertiary butyl bromide. Okay, plus KOH, aqueous KOH. Okay, it gives the product tertiary butyl hydroxide, tertiary butanol. We can say tertiary butanol. Okay, means here hydrolysis of this tertiary butyl bromide takes place by using the aqueous KOH. It gives tertiary butanol. Okay, and in as a means this example follows the SN1 mechanism. Okay, see what is the mechanism of this particular reaction, that is the SN1 reaction. Okay, or for the hydrolysis of tertiary butyl bromide. Okay, see SN1 reaction is a two-step reaction. Okay, see whenever we consider the mechanism, okay, first see the what is the stability of that particular reactant, then what is the stability of that particular product. Okay, which and also which is the electrophile, which is nucleophile. Then when the attack takes place of that nucleophile in the particular reactant or in that particular electrophile. Okay, just see the stability. Okay, because whatever the mechanism occurring, that mechanism depends particularly on the stability of that particular reactant or stability of the intermediate also. Okay, therefore see why it is a two-step reaction. Okay, because in this reaction there is formation of one intermediate takes place, that is the carbocation. Okay, and that carbocation, we know that the stability order of carbocation is the tertiary carbocation is more stable, then secondary carbocation, then primary carbocation. Okay, this is the order. Okay, see very simple mechanism. Okay, this reaction has very simple mechanism. Mechanism consisting of two steps. First step is that bond breaking step, and second step is that attack of nucleophile OH minus on the carbonium ion. Okay, or simply we can say the bond formation step between the carbon and nucleophile. Okay, see the first step. First step is that bond breaking step. Okay, in that the step is that heterolytic fission of covalent bond between carbon and bromine. Okay, because we know that in this reaction the bromine or halide group act as a living group. Okay, and therefore it is a heterolytic fission. What do you mean by heterolytic? Means not same. Okay, heterolytic means it is a or in that whenever heterolytic fission takes place, one of the atom acquires a bonding electron pair with it. Okay, it's one bonded atom donate its electron pair. Okay, and other atom accept the electron pair. That is known as the heterolytic fission. And in heterolytic fission, there is formation of ions takes place. Okay, then means first step is of the heterolytic fission of covalent bond between the carbon and Br. Okay, see in this reaction. Okay, first step. Okay, see this is a reaction and this is the mechanism. Okay, you see these are the mechanism step. Okay, whenever we explain the mechanism. Okay, when see in this as it is a two-step reaction, here two transition states are formed. How many? Two transition states are formed in this SN1 reaction. Okay, in the first transition state, okay, what happened? First, the reactant, that is the tertiary butyl bromide, okay, it reaches at highest energy point. That state is known as the transition state or activated complex. Okay, and at that transition state, okay, or in that transition state, the bond between the carbon and bromine becomes weak. Okay, at the first, what happened? Whenever the first tertiary butyl bromide reaches at highest energy point known as transition state. Okay, and it the bond between carbon and bromine becomes weak. Okay, then after that the bond breaks down between the carbon and bromine. Okay, and bromine leaves the molecule with its bonding electron pair. Therefore, there is formation of this tertiary butyl carbocation takes place and plus Br minus as eliminated as a leaving group. Okay, see there is formation of this planar tertiary butyl carbocation or it is carbonium ion. Okay, this is the intermediate form carbocation. Okay, and we know that it is a type of tertiary carbocation. Therefore, it is a more stable tertiary carbocation. Okay, then see what happened. Okay, see, okay, see after the heterolytic fission, carbon gets positive charge. Okay, and bromine is eliminated as a leaving group with its bonding electron pair. Okay, what happens? See first, in the first step, the transition, tertiary butyl bromide reaches at highest potential energy point. Okay, that point is known as transition state, in which the covalent bond between carbon and bromine becomes very weak. Then heterolytic fission takes place between these two bonds. Okay, carbon gets positive charge and bromine Br minus is eliminated as a leaving group. Then this positive charge ion called as tertiary butyl carbonium ion or carbocation. Okay, then see, first step is slow step. Hence, it is a rate determining step in which only one reactor, that is tertiary butyl bromide, is involved and undergoes covalency change. Therefore, it is known as the unimolecular reaction. See, this is a reaction. Okay. In this reaction, only in the first step, only reactant is involved. Okay, that is the tertiary butyl bromide. What happened? It reaches at highest energy point, then bond between carbon and bromine become weak and bond is broken down. Okay, and it is a first step is a rate determining step. Always remember in the mechanism, this step which is the slow step, that step is the rate determining step. And in that slow step, how many number of reactants are involved? The rate depends on that particular number of reactants also. Okay, if in the slow step of the mechanism there are two reactants are involved, then we can say the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of two reactants. It means that it is a second order reaction. It is a bimolecular reaction in that. Okay, but here first step is the slow step, and in this slow step only one reactant is involved, that is the tertiary butyl bromide. Therefore, rate depends only on the concentration of reactant. Okay, and it is a unimolecular reaction. Got it? Why it is called the SN1 reaction? Okay, because of the in mechanism, slow step involves the only one reactant. Okay, rate of reaction depends concentration of only one reactant. Therefore, it is a unimolecular reaction. Okay, got it? First step. Any doubt regarding the first step? Okay, very simple step. Okay, then second step. Okay, first tell me, is there any problem in the first step? Just say yes or no fast. No? Okay, very simple mechanism. Okay, then second step, attack of nucleophile OH minus on the carbonium ion. Okay, see, uh, in the first step, first transition state is formed. In the second step, the second transition state is formed. Okay, see how. In the second step, one tertiary butyl carbonium ion acquires highest potential energy state called the transition state second. Okay, in that the nucleophile OH minus approaches positively charged carbon atom of carbonium ion to form a bond. Okay, because there's tertiary carbocation, it needs the electron, okay, for the stability, okay, and in that the nucleophile OH minus approaches that carbocation to form a bond, okay, and then the second step is fast step and results in the formation of strong bond between carbon and OH minus, forming products at low energy. See in this step, see, it is a planar carbocation. Okay, therefore this nucleophile has a two ways for attacking. Okay, means this nucleophile can attack from both sides. Okay, because this carbocation is a planar carbocation. Okay, therefore this nucleophile can attack on the carbocation from both sides. Both sides means from front side as well as the from back side also. Got it? Okay, from front side as well as the from back side also. Okay, and here we get the product. Okay, see in the first step and second step. Okay, just see the mechanism. First, living group is eliminated, formation of carbocation takes place. In this carbocation, nucleophile attack either from front side, sorry, either from back side or either from front side. Front side means what? On which side the living group is present, that is known as the front side. Back side means the side opposite to that of the living group. Okay, it is related with that particular stereochemistry of the living group. Okay, and we get the 50% back side attack and 50% front side attack. This here racemization takes place. Okay, whenever we explain the stereochemistry of SN2 SN1 reaction, it involves the racemization. Means we get the 50% front product and 50% back product. Okay, see, okay, see here it is a second transition state. It is a second transition state. Okay, and in the second transition state, the nucleophile OH minus can attack on the carbocation from both the sides. Okay, and we get the last the product, our desired product. See, therefore, hydrolysis of optically active tertiary butyl halide takes place with the formation of racemic mixture. Okay, means SN1 reaction takes place with racemization. Means inversion takes place as well as retention takes place. Okay, but see, remember what I say. Okay, in most of the cases, okay, generally there is inversion occur in the SN1 reaction. Okay, no doubt the planar carbocation is there, the nucleophile has both the sides for attacking. Okay, but although it forms the inversion of configuration. Okay, why inversion takes place? Okay, because whenever the bromine leaves the molecule, okay, that bond not completely detach from that particular molecule. Okay, and here there if the nucleophile OH minus attack from the front side, there is somewhat steric hindrance takes place between the OH minus and the Br minus. Okay, to avoid that repulsion, mostly that nucleophile attack from the back side. Okay, generally there is inversion of configuration takes place. Okay, but in most of the cases there is means racemization takes place. Okay, inversion of configuration as well as the then retention also. Okay, there will be 50% retention and 50% inversion takes place. It is said as the racemization. Okay, see the reaction. See the reaction. Okay, okay, have understood? Is there any doubt? Please tell me. Any doubt regarding the mechanism of the SN1 reaction? Very simple mechanism. Just remember the reactant in the SN1 reaction is the tertiary alkyl halide, not primary, not secondary. Okay, primary not at all. Okay, sometimes secondary is there. Okay, but most of the cases tertiary butyl or tertiary alkyl halide is the best reactant to act by the SN1 reaction. Okay. Okay, and whenever we explain this particular SN1 reaction, just remember in opposite manner. SN1A unimolecular reaction, okay, then it is a two-step reaction. Whenever we explain the reaction mechanism, two-step reaction, first bond breaking step, okay, that is heterolytic fission, and then in the next step, attack of the nucleophile on the carbocation. An attack can occur from both the sides. Okay, 50% inversion, 50% retention takes place. Okay, whenever we explain the stereochemistry. Okay, see, because very simple questions are asking in particular multiple choice questions. Okay, based on this SN1 and SN2 reaction, whether it is a long form of that SN1 SN2, whether a type of alkyl halide present in that SN1 SN2 reaction, then what type of solvent is there, okay, or what type of stereochemistry, what about the stereochemistry, whether inversion occur, whether retention, like that of, okay, like that of question asked in that particular multiple choice questions. Okay, okay, any doubt? Okay, no, okay, 1 minute. Okay, doubt आहे कोणाला काही?